Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust, talking about the Rust Console Edition. Yes, of course, for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the next gens, and everything in between. And we're talking about today the Rust Console Edition, the tech tree update that's coming very, very soon, and what to expect. Currently, as of recording this is on the public test branch, which has been going fantastically so far. But this can apply to people that are either going to jump into the test branch or, when this does eventually hit live, what to expect for the old tech tree. And I'm here with RazorTube. Say hello.
Hello?
What's up? I like your suit, buddy.
Hey, cool. I'm gonna go sit over here. I gotta do something real quick.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so the tech tree has been on the staging branch or the public test branch. Well, it's one and the same. And it's going to be a big deal, not only for just solo players, but for also group players. And mainly, I mean, it's already in the name, it's the tech tree portion of it. So let me go ahead and beep, boop, boop, boop. And we got the, there we go. So what to expect? Well, first of all, this update is ushering in a lot of great changes and performance for all platforms. So even if you're on a core system, PlayStation or Xbox, everybody that's been playing it has said that they've gotten the best performance they've ever gotten up to this point. So that is great news, right? So expect that. I mean, there could still be some hiccups and stuff, but that's really good. 3K maps are big, like a lot bigger than you think. The standard size is 2.5. And you wouldn't think the extra 500 is enough, but it's massive. And even the core systems have been in there, and they said they're having good performance even on the 3K maps, which is spectacular, which has also ushered in more room for more monuments. And lo and behold, one of the monuments that came back in, if your seed supports it, is the power plant. So yeah, the power plant can be in there with the airfield. It can also be in there with the launch site. So okay, here's a couple things before we get to the main point here. That's probably the biggest change for solos and duos and stuff, smaller groups. So with the larger maps and with the tech tree being moved in, it changes the way the game is played. It slows it down a little bit, but it makes the tree more accessible, if that makes any sense at all. So even if you don't have a launch site on your server or seed, you can still get everything you need because of the tech tree. And it kind of slows things down in a good way. And it makes it, I don't know, just a bit more accessible for look at this guy, a bit more accessible for everybody. So let me show you some of the major changes here. So if you haven't seen it already, this is what the tech tree looks like. It is very similar to what we have, if not identical to. I mean, obviously the horseshoe and the night vision.
Tech branch! Yeah, tech tree!
And the night vision goggles aren't on here yet. And some of the electronic stuff isn't on there yet. Oh my goodness, look how deep that tree is for the, oh my goodness. So the most notable change, you'll notice that we're in workbench number 2 right here. And this, and what is this little guy right here? What's this little guy? That's right. The garage door is now moved to tech tier workbench 2. Jeez, am I having a stroke? Am I good? Am I good? So it moves to the garage.
It's a tech 2 too, man.
It's better than tech 2. Woo, still man. So it moves to 2, and at first you'd be like, man, that's terrible. No. Because everybody can access this workbench, no matter where you're at, even at the Outpost, it's a good thing. So let me show you the difference here. So here's workbench 1. Obviously, we'll have a few extra things here that we don't have, but you can see that the level 2 is no longer there on that side. Or, not the workbench, the garage door. Hello. So it's a big deal. So even if you're having a hard time and you're isolated in the map, that still means you can get to everything you could possibly need. So even if you only have access and you're running a blue monument or a green monument, if you're getting scrappy poo, you're good to go. And honestly, we've been playing it ever since it came out, and the progression moves quickly, but like it's at a steady pace as opposed to like, hey, I'm a Chad and I live next to the launch site and I'm just skeezing it left and right. Because if you're not that big group, you're really like, you feel like you're missing out because you can't get to that high-end stuff. And also, speaking of changes, you see this right here? That's the noob tube. It is also on tier 2. Ignore the torpedoes and the SAM sites, but the incendiaries are also there too. You can also see the reduction in cost. It is now 125 scrappy doodles. Same with the high velocity rockets. High velocity rockets now take down Mr. Bradley piece. And I think is it 3C4 now for the Bradley as well?
Yeah, I think it's 3C4 to the piece it.
Yeah, which is funny because if somebody shows up with 2, they're just sitting there waiting going, what? You know, huh? Which is, you can kind of catch people off guard with that one. But the biggest change is the the tech tree alone, just the fact that everybody's going to have access to it immediately. So if you're stuck, as long as you're getting scrap, you are good to go. And let me tell you, that is a huge change for solo. And I got to tell you, 2018 PC Rust didn't have these things. We've only gotten these semi-recently over on the PC. So the Rust Console Edition is looking really good. So real quick, I know we talked about before, well, actually, the testing branch is a big deal because once this does hit live branch, and again, maybe it's out or maybe it's about to be out for you guys as far as tech tree is concerned, it's a big deal because it's going to usher in Power Surge next. And you're asking yourself, what is that? Why do I care? Well, let me tell you, the turret on top scoping my face is a good indicator, and I have a video on it, and I will link it now in the upper right-hand corner. Go check that out. It's going to give you a massive advantage on everybody else because you're going to know what's what and how to attack turrets now in the future. So
yeah,
it's a big deal, baby.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something about the tech tree real quick?
Certainly.
You don't mind?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So the tech tree, man, I'm just, oh my, what is that blinding light? Oh, jeez.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Don't do that again. Anyways, so with the tech tree, although it is a little bit of a grind and it's steady pace, you're going to get that huge benefit from it. Trust me, we've already benefited from it living in more of like rural places on a map, like ones that don't have scrap that, you know, or not scrap. I would say top tier items, tier 3 items. Jeez, I'm stroking out too. So it really is beneficial to your solo, duo, trio groups. Just keep that in mind.
I mean, we're living next to a power plant, and it's a level. Jeez, it's a blue. Jeez, I'm stroking out too. It's a blue card monument, but we're able to get all the high-end stuff, more than a few characters.
Yeah.
So it has not stopped us.
And to focus on what Jade's saying too, just remember, if you want to focus research something, use the research table. If you want to go deep in the train, just learn everything, use the tech tree. Just a little hint, little advice. Anyways,
all right. So, yeah, we just wanted to touch base and just tell you guys what's coming through, whether you're just joining testing branch or whether this has been pushed to live branch. And again, Power Surge is such a massive piece of this that's coming right after that. So a lot of exciting changes. The performance has been great. Only a couple minor changes here and there. So if this is the course we're on, things are looking really good for us. So again, if you found this useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. It does help out tremendously. And RazorTube and I are streaming on the regular over on the Rust Console Edition on the testing branch until it goes live. And we'll see you guys in the next one. A peace.